What's up, gang? Julian here from Julian's Juice Box. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between juicing and blending. So one of the questions I get a lot is, what exactly is juicing? How isn't it just like putting bananas, berries, and kale in a blender and blending it up? And I always say no. There's a whole different process that goes behind juicing. That's blending, which is also very good for the diet. I recommend it. I do it myself pretty much daily. But I also do juice as well, as most of you know. So I wanted to get into that today and kind of make a little video so those that don't know what it is exactly can kind of have a better understanding as far as what it is. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the topic. I just wanted to give a little introduction there. So juicing basically is the separation of certain ingredients, usually fruits, vegetables, sometimes nuts, the separation of the water in those ingredients from the fiber. So comparing it back to blending, when you blend, you take your, say, bananas, kale, and berries, and you put them in your Vitamix, your handy dandy Vitamix, which I have and I love. But any high-speed blender, you don't want to burn your blender out. I've done that plenty of times, and once you get to start blending a lot, you making smoothies a lot, you're gonna want to fill your thing up. So I know at least I do. So I have a Vitamix high-speed blender, but you take your ingredients and you put them in there, and then you blend them up. So if you can think about it like this way, everything that you're putting in the blender is staying in the blender. Nothing's getting, coming out on the other side or anything like that. Whereas with juicing, you would have a machine as well. You would have a juicer, like an Omega, which is what I use, or Breville. There's the Green Star Elite, which is, famous out there, worldly known by all the juicers. But yeah, you would take the same ingredients, I wouldn't say the same. You would want to, take more water-soluble ingredients, the ones that have juice in them. Like a banana doesn't have much juice, for example, so you wouldn't want to juice a banana. You probably have to spend like $50 in bananas just to get like a half a pint. So say, for example, you would do like a green juice would be like cucumber, celery, kale, parsley, maybe some lemon, ginger in there, maybe an apple. All high water percentage foods, and you will put them through your juicer. I would put it through my Omega Twin Gear, and the same kind of process would go on. Similar process would go on in blending, but there's a strainer in the juicer that shoots the juice through the strainer and then catches the pulp and shoots it out as well, but on two different sides. So say you throw an apple in there, right? On one end there's going to be a jug to catch the juice. On the other end there's going to be a jug to catch the pulp from the apple. So like I was saying with the blending, when you grind it all up, it stays in there. That fiber is not going to be there anymore. Now, why is this so important? Why is this, why do people juice? Why is this a big deal? Why wouldn't I just blend? Most people ask, probably it seems quicker, easier, less cleanup. So the reason why juicing is such a big proponent to health is because you can get so much more nutrition in 1 pint of juice than you could in, say, a quart of blending. Now, reason being is the reason for that is you could pretty much get a whole head of celery, 1 large cucumber, a whole bunch of kale, like a bunch as in one bundle, a whole bundle of parsley, 1 lemon, 1 apple, and say 1 thumb size of ginger. You can get all of that into a quart of a quart jar, quart cup, whatever you want to use. with a smoothie, you're gonna get, you know, you could put 4 bananas in there, maybe a cup full of blueberries, 2-3 leaves of kale, maybe, you know, 5 if you want to go big time, maybe some protein powder, and, you know, some hemp seeds, say, and a little bit of water. Now, think about the difference between those two lists of ingredients I just mentioned, and think about eating them, because that's why the juice is so much more nutritious. Because, you know, me personally, I could eat 5 bananas, a couple blueberries, 5 leaves of kale. I could eat that in one sitting easily. Some hemp seeds, you know, protein powder. I could eat that easily. I do all the time. But the other list of ingredients, a whole head of celery. Who's eating a whole head of celery? Even if you love celery, who's eating a whole head of celery? You know, that's gonna be a lot. You're gonna be full after just that. And then you have a whole entire cucumber to eat, a whole bundle of kale, a whole bundle of parsley, a whole lemon, and a whole apple, and a whole thumb of ginger. Who's eating all that? You know? So you're getting, you know, like I said with the blending, it's definitely, you know, a good thing to add to your diet. I believe so. But with blending, you're getting all those vitamins, minerals, you know, from that. But just look how much more it is with the juicing. You're getting about like 5 pounds of produce, and I mean, you're just breaking it all down. And then on top of that, with juicing, you're making it into a liquid form, which is what, you know, our body has to do to complete digestion. It has to break everything down into a water liquid form, so that way we can absorb it into our cells, and we can get all the vitamins and minerals, and then we can have everything filtered through the kidneys. It needs to be in a water, you know, form for our body to do all that, and that process to take place. So, you know, that's why sometimes when we eat, you know, we feel full and we don't really feel too energized, and we want to go right back and eat again because we don't really chew our food. Then it goes down, and then it never really gets fully digested. And we don't get those vitamins and minerals, and we don't have that energy, so we want to go back and eat again. If it's broken down, you know, into that juice form, there's no digestion that even has to take place, because we already digested it. So it's just going straight into the bloodstream, and we're getting all of those vitamins and minerals, 5 pounds of it, just instantly, bam. And it's like, you know, sometimes you know, you can have, you can, you know, people like to go get coffee because it gives them that energy in the morning, but, you know, half of the world is drinking coffee. I don't like downing anybody, you know, I mean, it's to each his own, I believe, but I'm just trying to speak facts here. So, you know, most of the world is drinking coffee, and most of the world is crashing by like 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at their day job. You know, I've been on juice for about almost a year now, and I can't remember the last time I took a nap, and I used to be a big time napper. Now I'm getting off on a little tangent here. You know, I want to get naps back into my routine, but I'm kind of, you know, busy at the moment with, you know, goals that I have and stuff like that. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, you know, that nutrition that you're getting from the green juices, and, you know, the juice in general is going to be so bountiful, and, you know, so much that you're getting into your system, that you're going to have so much energy. And blending as well. I'm not trying to down blending, but blending, you know, like I was explaining with the breaking down of the juice, it's all the way broken down. Now with blending, it's broken down like 90%. It's in that liquid form, but it's still a little thick, so it needs to be broken down into that water form, because our body can't, you know, absorb it unless it's down to that liquid form. Just think like our blood is like a liquid, so, you know, to take something in, you know, imagine if a smoothie goes into the blood, it's going to slow it up, kind of clog it up. So yeah, so that's the difference between blending and juicing. I hope I gave kind of a good description of that. I hope that kind of makes sense. If not, definitely let me know. I would love to break it down a little further for you. But yeah, I'd like to also recommend, if you're looking to getting into juices and you're in the local Virginia area. Sorry, I'm pulling up getting gas here. Multitasking. If you're in the Virginia area, local Charlottesville area specifically, I make juice. I have a juice company, so do a little plug here. You know, gotta make a little shout out. I would love for you to support, and I would love to support you. I make fresh juice. I make raw, 100% fresh juice with my Omega and my Breville's at home, and I deliver it to the local Charlottesville area, the surrounding counties. And if you're further than there, I can ship it to you. So you would just have to get overnight or 2-day shipping. If you're close, you know, you can get the 2-day shipping. It usually gets there in 1 day, but I would overnight it to be safe, just so you can have it, you know, as fresh as possible, as best drink fresh. The drinks usually last about 4 days. It with like the lemons in it, lemons will preserve it a little bit, so they can last like 4, maybe 5 days. But yeah, so if you are in the local, you know, Charlottesville area in Virginia, hit me up, send me a message. You can catch me on Instagram at Julians_Juicebox, on Facebook at Julians Juicebox. And yeah, send me a message. I'd love to connect with you. This is my lifestyle. I've been vegan for a year, raw vegan for the last 2 months, and I've been juicing for about a year. So this is what I do. This is what I love to, you know, do. I love sharing this stuff that I've learned and this journey that I've been on. So I hope my little talk, my little spiel helped you out today. If you didn't know what juicing was, if you did know what juicing is, then you're dope as hell. And shout out to you. Cheers to your juice today, because I'm about to go get one in now. I just got these nice figs. Bust one open for you. Oh yeah, look at that. Raw food is the way to go, baby. Wow. I need juice though. There's a little bit of juice in there. But yeah, I hope that kind of helped. For those that didn't know what juicing is, blending is great too. But I hope that helped you have a little bit better understanding. I'm also going to link down below where you can go get some of these juicers that I mentioned. I'll link my exact juicers that I have, so you can check those down below. And yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up. Follow, subscribe to my videos. Hit the bell button so you can get notified when I post more, and keep a lookout. I'm going to be posting more videos soon. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm trying to grow my channel and everything and get more out to the people. And yeah, have a great day, stay blessed, and happy juicing. Peace.